Hey, we're live. We're so live right now. It's so good to be alive. And today on my channel, Man Cave Comics is going to drop his top 5-ish covers. It might be more, it might be less. We'll find out right after this that I have to click on. Hey, it's
man. NWO represent
for life, brother.
Right, baby. And Solemn Oath Brewing Company.
Michelob.
There you go. Cheers.
Man, you know, every time we do one of these chats, we're hanging out backstage. I've already asked you how you're doing. You're doing great. You're fantastic.
I am, man. The world may seem like it's falling apart, but I think it's a great place still, and I love it.
Oh, no. It is all the way falling apart, but you can still enjoy your life.
Yes.
You can still make the best of the situation we have.
Absolutely.
A lot of us are still very healthy with a lot of awesome things to look forward to in life. So.
As Jawaharlal Nehru once said, it's not the hand you're dealt, it's how you play the cards. You know what I'm saying, man?
Good old Jawaharlal.
I should have had my Nehru jacket. I used to have one of those. But that'd be culturally appropriating, but we won't do that.
Yes.
Anyway. Yes, thank you for having me on. And, you know, I'm too lazy to make my own video, so it's much easier for me just to say, D-Rug, start something up, and I'll just show up, man.
Well,
and then
I did throw it out there during the hunt that if someone needed to come onto my channel to do their entries, I'm down for that. It's a good hang, and I'm glad you decided to do it because I love your collection. It's fucking nuts.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you did the 5-ish. I thought you said 50, but I think you said 5. But I got 50-ish just in case with the top sort of 5, depending on my mood. And I really tried to say what covers I loved rather than, okay, it's a big book and I love it because it's a big book, but do I really love the cover? You know, so I was trying to be honest with it. So it's not a key. It's not just a showcase of keys. It's really covers that I love for whatever reason, which I can't usually even describe. Just hits me in the cerebral cortex somewhere where endorphins are released. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. Speaking of endorphins, we got my boy, Aaron, who's got a birthday coming up here. So I'll tell you what his birthday is. We're also going to read off his social security number. And then you'll have most of the information you need to disrupt his life in any way that you need to.
There you go. I need a new identity. Well, we got Unruly and Kavi too. We got the big boys in the audience now.
So now we also got Unruly Simeon in the building. He thinks that there may be some shenanigans afoot here, but hey, man, it's my contest, and I makes the rules.
That's right. And I told D-Runk that I was lazy, and he said he'd help me out. And you and Kavi, I watched both of them. Great videos. Kavi was particular. You know, I thought that was pretty clever and funny.
I think I laughed harder at Kavi's video than I did anyone else's. Like,
yes.
And he said it afterwards, like in a private chat. He's like, I didn't know if that would land. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? That landed fucking amazing. Like,
yeah.
They're watching.
I said F you in the end. Am I allowed to cuss on this channel? I forget.
Absolutely, you are.
Is this a cuss-free zone or a cuss zone?
Cuss away. Fucking let him rip.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
that's
you.
What I felt.
You,
I took a different approach, Kavi. Instead of saying fuck you, I said, I'm just going to pull as many comics as grab me. And I think we tallied it up. I have 48 runners up and 5 top. So just a few, man. And I could have picked more. Yeah, it's just the way it goes.
Oh, Aaron. Yeah, I think he typed his social security number in the chat. That's good.
Yeah.
We got Backseat Driver, who had a really cool CGC unboxing just a few days ago, which was I enjoyed thoroughly. We've also, I think that's all we got so far. Aaron, Unruly, Backseat, Kavi, and we got you, Man Cave. I think that's all we need.
Yeah, we don't need a whole lot. We're
Yeah.
having fun hanging out, man. Passing
Absolutely.
time, enjoying, sharing comics. And so as I can't remember if I said this before chat or after, and I've only had like a quart of a beer, so I have no excuses, but it's not a key haul necessarily. It's just covers that that grab me. But a lot of these are covers everybody loves. So there's nothing too, there's some interesting picks and some that are just like obvious. So shall I start, my man?
Yeah, let's get it going.
Yeah, so this is in no particular order. What's that?
And this is number 53?
I didn't put it in descending order. So it's just the runners up are just out there. I threw them in 2 boxes, and I didn't have enough time, and I'm too lazy to have collated it in the right order such that it would have actually made sense. And I couldn't have done that anyway. So it would have been like Kavi. Then it would have been like Kavi, where I would have just lost my mind. And it's not even in order of era. It's going to have whatever, just depending on what I grabbed. And
hey, we got geeks in the house. Welcome, geeks. All right. So whatever Man Cave just said, basically he said this is going to be number 53. Go.
Well, we'll start off with old Zek cover here.
Yeah.
One of the, if you don't like this cover, then you should just read, romance novels or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Read something.
Yeah. So just a great cover. The sparks are flying. It's action packed, beautiful. What could I say?
Got the right grade on it and everything.
Yeah, this one I'm not one of those that has to be 9.8 by any means, but this one I got lucky, and I would have taken it at a lower grade for sure. So yeah, that's a start. Now we'll just go totally different era. This ETA Nick actually felt was one of his favorite covers too. I don't know if any of you follow him, and I have to agree. I love it. I love this more than Amazing Spider-Man 20, which is the first appearance of Scorpion. So we got Ditko here, and just the number 20 is more it's very flat. It doesn't have a lot of motion. This has the tail coming at you in the water. Action is just amazing. The setup, I mean, how can you not love that? And I have to give my boy Comic Head 84 credit because I believe I got this from him on auction. If I'm wrong about that and I got it from somebody else, sorry, but I'm pretty sure I got it from him. And just a great cover.
Hell yeah. Monster Max, welcome. Monster Max is another person that entered my contest. By the way, there's a playlist on my channel with all the videos that have been made for my contest.
Oh, yeah, I got to check that out because I know I haven't seen all of them. I've seen a good amount. I saw Lucha Libres recently, and I loved his pick of Captain Marvel, the Jim Starlin. And I don't think I actually have a Jim Starlin cover in here, which is a sin because I love the stories he's written over the years. But for some reason, none of the covers were hitting me for my top 53. However, this one, Kevin, the negative space, Moon Knight. I mean, from a pure artistry standpoint, and I didn't want to pick up. I could have picked 4 or 5 Sienkiewicz's because he's just such an amazing artist, but I decided to keep it to my favorite. I think someone picked the werewolf cover where it's all where you just basically see the eyes and the teeth. So it's not to be redundant. I chose one that I also love, which is this one.
Hey, negative space is always it's not a negative when you're talking about favorite comic book covers. That's
right, man. That's right.
I'm digging that one. Unruly likes it.
Yes, you better. Now this is about as close to a key as I have in this showcase, but I love the John Romita here.
Yes.
Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, Bronze Age. just love the 70s feel, the black cover, the red. Mm-hmm.
No, that's beautiful. And I like it when there's shapes incorporated on the cover that block out like where to put the art. I don't know. It's not something that we really do a lot anymore, but it's very, very cool. Mr. Gretzky, thank you for joining us.
Mr. Gretzky.
We got Man Cave here doing his top 5 3 covers, as in 53 covers.
Now, for some reason, I grabbed 2 from this guy, and some people don't like this guy's art. I feel like it deteriorated over time, but his early stuff I love.
JRJ.
Frank Miller.
Oh, Frank Miller. Oh, yes.
And this cover is the kind of bondage cover I like.
Yeah, no, it's in the web.
Yeah, look at the web. I mean, just a great cover. And yeah, Frank Miller's early, his Daredevil work and his original Wolverine series, I think were very well done, stories and art. But I will say there's no Rob Liefeld on this list.
Oh, you're gonna have to rebag all these books when you get done with them, aren't you?
What's more fun than resorting comics? Yep.
You're up.
And I had to do because I just love. I mean, it's so not the usual Daredevil sort of he has the gun, and superheroes aren't supposed to shoot revolvers, but here we go. And yeah, he's pissed. You just get that feeling. And there's multiple from this series. There's multiple covers that I love. I mean, I just sort of said I like these 2, but man, the one where he's getting shot, the one where he's, all the arrows are flying, the first Elektra cover. There's so many great.
I won that book on an 84 auction giveaway.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Now a little beer break here.
Oh, little beer break. Beer break. Cheers.
That's right. Yeah, Unruly. I know Unruly loves that, and Kavi too. It's just great stuff. And as I said, I didn't pull these out in any particular order, but the way I organize my comic slabs is DC, Marvel for heroes, and then I have like some timely, older stuff, and then I'll have genres like war, horror, and various random miscellaneous stuff.
You have a nuclear bomb box?
I do have a nuclear bomb box.
Thank you.
I've won from that. But here is Steranko.
Oh.
And Steranko has so many freaking great covers. I mean, X-Men 50, just about any Shield comic he did, Hulk covers. I love the coloring on this. Just a great cover. Look, I mean, it's just, and all the early Shield covers he did were, to me, just spectacular. Spectacular. All right, John Romita again. This is one of my favorite Amazing Spider-Man covers.
Oh,
the big octopus with the goggles cover. I don't know why I love this one so much. It just, I guess it's focusing on the villain, and you see the hero in dire straits there.
Yeah, and Spider-Man has had better days.
Yeah, well, and that is a theme for Spider-Man, so I guess that's not particularly original, but yeah. It's still fun. The way he did this one, I thought was just super clever. And the first time I saw it, I just was like, this is great. Mm-hmm.
Nice, great on that.
Continuing with the spider theme.
Yeah, I love Spider-Man.
Can't think of Spider-Man without thinking of this artist. And I could pick, I think I have something else from this artist later, but and I showed this on the hunt, I believe, but this McFarlane,
Yeah.
and people pick 300. I have 300, but I don't know why I like this one more. I do like this one more. I guess I like the older Spider-Man suit and just the white background with the green and the color just are
the splash of 300s in the background is a little distracting for me.
Yes. Maybe that's what it is. Like, I think you put into words what maybe I was just feeling somewhere.
Yeah. And this is another one with a cool shape it's a circle that you put Spider-Man in the middle of it. It draws your eyes into that pose. It's beautiful. I agree 100%.
And I bought a newsstand version of this back in the day, but lost in time and had to get it later when it spent a lot more than the cover price that I originally spent on it, but it is what it is.
But you know what? There are some books where the newsstand isn't as cool looking as the direct edition, and that one has Spider-Man in the barcode. Yes. I like that.
And it is a Spider-Man comic. Sometimes people get distracted by Spider-Man being there on the barcode when it's not a Spider-Man comic. But that is a completely appropriate place for the direct edition. I got you there. I hadn't even thought of that. But you're a man of wisdom. It must be the beer, my beer drinking that's making me think that. Or your beer drinking. Either way. All right. Changing, I guess I've been mostly showing Marvel now. But
changing gears.
And I can't have a favorite covers without one, at least from this individual, Neal Adams. And this is one of my favorite Neal Adams covers. I just love the Man-Bat. I mean, he has a lot of famous covers, but this one for pure cover, I mean, the moon, the dark, just Batman holding a lantern, looking a little like he's seen better days. If they just took away Robin there, it would probably be perfect. I'll probably put it in my top 5. But having Robin there messes it up for me. I know you like Robin D, and I do too, truth be told.
I like Dick Grayson more than I like Robin. Like, it's not a... And I also like Tim Drake. So...
J. Hood.
Oh my God.
And Lucha Libre.
I mean, and J. Hood got a Libre tattoo, which is really cool.
That's right. J. Hood's your you-know-what, Hialeah.
Yeah, that's...
He also has one, I think, the tramp stamp area. I think there's another one, different, but, I'm not sure. We didn't show that. Sorry, J. Hood, Now, I got to give Biggie Shat credit because I didn't even know this one existed, and then when I saw it and I had an opportunity to get it, I had to. Infantino Flash cover here.
Oh,
I mean,
with the extra big trade dress, I love that.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's just, what's there not to like about it? You have 6 villains here, and
well, in Flash,
it looks like the trade dress ran him over.
Well, in Flash universe, it's the Rogues Gallery.
The Rogues Gallery. There you go.
And what's cool about that is most Flash covers, you see them, it's a running pose. And this one, he looks completely messed up.
He's in a recumbent position.
Yeah.
There we go. And, Flash villains are some of my earliest memories of comics. I mean, I remember probably some of my earliest comics were.
All right. Hey, I'm going to interrupt your showing of books to show 4 books of my own that I just got today.
Oh, man.
Varangian Vigilante.
Naoki from the Varangian.
Yeah, it came from a different country. If you're cool with him, you'll know where he's from. But he sent me. I ordered. I was trying to get this comic book right here.
Oh wow!
And this is a Justice League comic book. It's reprinted with the Wonder Woman 84 movie poster on it. Which,
oh man, I want to see that movie so bad too.
Yeah, it pumped
first
up.
Dope.
And this is actually like my cell phone wallpaper right now. I love this image so much. And then to as he put it, to make sure that the package stayed sturdy, he added another German print of a book. This is like a free book for like Marvel Day, I think he said it was. So got this one, and then this is the one I was the most excited about when I opened it up. I said, "Holy shit!
Die Spinne, die Spinne,
Look at that!"
the spider, Jager.
First Craven.
That is great. Oh man,
Yeah,
I love
dude.
it. Nice.
Yeah. So I opened that today. It took a while to get here because it came from, a different country. And I was expecting, I ordered 2 of these. But when I saw this freaking book in there, like, holy shit. And I love the fat Spider-Man in the net. Like,
Yes.
if he lost a few pounds, that net wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't have even been close.
That's great. What a great
But
AOK.
that concludes all the books that I will be showing today.
Well,
that was just a little intermission. Now we're back to the Man Cave bangers.
So I mentioned I was going to show another McFarlane, and again, no surprise here. Who doesn't love this?
Oh yeah, that is one of those concepts that may be a perfect cover.
I mean, how many cover swipes for this, and just it's well loved as it should be. Very creative. Beautiful, beautiful. Did you see on Instagram that Wolverine is just 2 Batmans kissing? No. it sort of messes with you. That was pretty clever. You can see it.
I can't stop seeing it now.
You can't stop seeing it. So anybody who hasn't seen it, man, it's rough. It messes you up.
Rough.
Not too many modern covers for me, but this one, when I saw it in my LCS, I was like, I gotta have it, and I just love it. And I got it graded. Most people only get really modern non-keys graded if they're at 9.8. So I was like, I don't even care. I just want it in a slab so I can put it on my wall periodically. And this is an Alex Ross Hulk. I just love this cover. Immortal Hulk. And I mean, to me, Hulk, when I think of Hulk, I think of the Hulk bounding from one place to the other, not flying, jumping long distances. And what just an amazing take on it. I mean, the way the Earth looks, that's the way Earth sort of looks like from a satellite, image.
Yeah.
And you got just a beautiful cover. I just had to get that one.
We were joined recently by Chubby Pop Chaser. Thank you for joining us. And Seawoodard 19, Seawood, Mr. Newsstand himself. We are going through Man Cave's top 5 favorite covers. And so
I don't know how to count.
Yeah, it's between 5 and 53 is how many he selected. We're not sure, but this is his entry into my contest where you can win a newsstand copy of Secret Wars number 8 and a 9.6 with white pages.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's next, Mr. Man Cave?
Yeah, for me, a relatively modern comic. This is, great cover. Colors, just the purple Hulk.
Yeah.
And I know there are various versions of this. I think there's a more puke green one that's actually more valuable, but I think I like this the way it looks better. So I was like, I'll just take this one. Right, there are multiple versions of this, I believe.
Oh yeah, no, there's like a couple different prints of that, but
yeah, love that.
Collectible Paper, my brother from Minnesota. Thank you for joining us. It's not always about winning, but with Collectible Paper, it is like he He's always asking, "Did I win? Did I win?" Here he knows he won.
Now this, Kirby's got to be in my top 5. This was a runner-up for being one of my favorite Kirby covers, and Daredevil 43 is one of my favorite. I mean, just the fist coming at you from that angle, and the way they're positioned and everything about it screams Kirby.
Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Hell yeah.
And, yeah, big fan of this one.
Seawood called you out and said top 555 covers.
Out of my favorite. More Kirby. Kirby just did such a good job with perspective, and I felt like this particular comic really was telling of that.
Oh,
we got Tales to Astonish here, number 35. Ant-Man in the foreground, this guy in the background, but just look at those are Kirby hands if you ever saw them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what's there not to love? I love a lot of the Tales to Astonish covers. To me, they're some of his best covers, actually. Just great he plays with the size of the characters.
Oh,
and there's some Ant-Man covers where Ant-Man's barely seen on it. I actually don't have any of those. And you got Giant Man here fighting the Hulk.
Oh.
Astonish 59. I mean, look at that. Hulk looks like some little pipsqueak there, jumping on Giant Man.
He's still stronger than Giant Man, though.
Oh yeah, Giant Man's in trouble.
Yeah, Ant-Man's in a lot of trouble. I think if you're going to fight the Hulk, he went the wrong direction with size. You need to get little.
Yeah, getting his eardrum or something.
Yeah.
You'll get Hulk to knock himself out, try to get you out. Have they probably done that? I think they did something like that at some point.
Paul, First Edition Comics, thank you for joining us.
Oh, see you,
NWO.
Who was I think was Kenny selling this comic on a lot?
I believe so, yes.
I love it. What not to love. Just a great cover. He's up the top of the building, in the corner with the gargoyles.
And he's in the barcode. I love that.
Yeah.
The second best Web of Spider-Man comic book of the whole run.
What's your favorite? I'm blanking. Is it the
number 118?
Remind me what the cover is. I'll recognize it when you tell me.
Scarlet Spider.
Okay. Just to show how smart I am. I have some stuck to it here. I need another beer.
Yes, you do.
This is not on my list, but an honorable mention because it is D-Runk's favorite comic.
Yep,
and he is bribery and flattery.
That was his number one favorite book. The rest of them are all runner-ups.
Now, one of the comics I don't have in this, but you and I both agree is one of the best covers is the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, where it's all black and he's sort of, you know which one I'm talking about. You got a 9.8 of it.
Yes.
I have it raw somewhere. I didn't have the energy to look through all my raw comics, truth be told. So, but I have it as well. That would definitely be on this top somewhere. That's just a great.
No, yeah.
Nothing at all important about that book, but the cover is just so spectacular. All right. John Buscema.
Hit it. Oh. Goddamn classic.
Yeah. Gotta love those black covers. And he does two of these, and I have the other one too, which you'll probably guess. That's very similar to this.
Yes.
And also, you know which one I'm talking about?
The one where he's fighting the Hulk?
Yep. Fantastic Four, 112, 114. I forget which one it is. That I have that in here as one of my favorite too. I should have them together. If I was organized, I would just show them both, but no.
Yeah.
If you want organization, you need to like tune into Kavi's channel or Matt the Boy at 7, or this is beer drinking reprobates showing their comics, right?
You didn't come here for the organization, goddammit. You came here.
Yeah, organization's too much like real life. We're here to have fun.
Yeah, Unruly sitting here saying he hates the slab bags.
Yeah, slab bags are annoying. All right. Going back to my boy Neil Adams. I think I'll just leave it in the bag this one.
Oh,
Nah, it's glary with the bag. I got it.
yeah, get out of the bag.
Can't appreciate it with the bag. Look at that.
I have an art reprint of that. Like it's on like a matte finish in my bathroom.
It's great. Great choice.
Every time I poop, I see that image.
Feeling super. You feel super afterwards, so
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah, this is just to me one of his best. To me, Neil Adams is sometimes overly dramatic, but when he does it right, it's just great. It's really.
And what's cool about that is like Superman looks super happy.
Yeah.
And there's like almost like a photo in the background of the city.
It is a photo.
Yeah.
I believe it is. Yeah, it's like.
And then, but the words, like on the bottom there.
That's face, man. Yeah. Beautiful. And on that thing is just solo Spider. I mean, Batman is, this to me is one of my favorite Neil Adams Batman covers, along with the Man Ballad, but I got Batman just cruising along the rooftops. What's not like?
Hey, I got to. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we are having an audio issue.
Oh, you're from me?
How do I sound?
You sound good to me.
I sound.
Uh-oh.
Hey, someone from the chat. Do I sound okay? Is it both of us? What's going on?
It's probably my setup.
All right, give me 1 second here.
Really that's me. So shut down, come back in, or
I'm gonna boot you out, and then I'm gonna do one quick little adjustment. Bear with us. We have technical difficulties. I think I sound beautiful and fantastic as always, but I can't really hear myself through this. So, I've got a tip and a trick on this. Quit looking at me. Say something.
Hey.
Fuck.
Still set up.
Yes, still sounds awful.
How about that? Is it? I'm a gynecologist. Is it better when I'm back here? Does it make a difference?
No, I think it just sucks all around.
God damn it. All right. You yell at my microphone. Maybe I gotta actually get off my lazy ass and stuff.
All right, hey, here's what we're gonna do. Why don't you leave the studio completely, Man Cave, and re-click on the link that I sent you.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick you out. You back all the way out. Maybe reboot your entire laptop.
Okay.
All right. Haha, it's just me. Hopefully I sound good. I don't know. Yeah, Man Cave, restart the web browser. Man, he was sounding rough. I was like, shit, is that me? I just paid for some new internet at the D-Runk household, and I was really hoping that it wasn't me. All right, well, anyways, we'll do a quick recap of the books that I received today from Varangian Vigilante. We got this sweet first Craven reprint, Dice Biting. Dang. We got this Spider-Man here. And we got this Wonder Woman. Woo! It's a beautiful book. Daymare's in the building. Hello. Man Cave's books were just too hot for this stream to handle. It fucked up his whole internet. Everything went haywire. It's not good. Hey, in the meantime, I'll show you some of the shit that I have. I've got this DC Rebirth action figure series. It's got all the superheroes from the Justice League. This is how you randomly fill dead airwaves. Oh, Man Cave is back. Let's see if
When in doubt, reboot.
reboot.
Woohoo!
All right.
And beer always helps.
Oh, dude,
Can't solve a problem.
I guarantee you that was the problem is we haven't had enough beer. If
That's
we had
right.
been drinking our beer properly, this wouldn't have happened.
Now, which part of that amazing dialogue did you guys miss? We could reproduce the whole thing.
Let's just say that everyone heard everything fantastically, and we're moving on to the
Well,
next thing.
Screw the audio. Did you see the comics? Who the hell cares what we have
Yeah,
to say?
the visuals were fantastic.
That's right. It did detract to Batman, though. So that Neil Adams Batman is
It's a beaut.
you gotta love it. Now, this is one of my favorite Silver Age Superman covers. Kurt Swan, and I just think it's, Superman skydiving with no parachute. Golly, Superman is jumping 3 miles down without a chute. What a super soldier.
Wow.
Look at him. He's totally, ready to march, just dropping down. And there's actually a Superboy version of that on Adventure Comics, which I don't have. That's obviously similar. Okay, now this guy is to all people who appreciate art and covers. Bernie Wrightson. Swamp Thing #9. Look at him, the brown background and just coming out of the water.
I thought that was orange or red.
Probably orange, yeah. I won't argue with you. Isn't Man Thing red? Those eyes are.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Yeah. So, there's so many you could choose from Bernie Wrightson again. I picked 2 of his horror covers as well, just since I had leeway to pick. He said, what'd you say? Keep it under 100, right?
Yeah, keep it under 1,000. Is what
An
I
hour. Now, this is an homage to what I liked as a child. A lot of people don't like this, but for whatever reason, it just brings me back because I just loved when you had superheroes, just the heads of superheroes totally surrounding and multiple superheroes attacking some big something, you know. And I particularly like this as an adult because it's 70s Justice League, but it has Bullet Woman, Bullet Man, Ibis, Spy Smasher, all these old Fawcett characters, and they tried to reboot those Fawcett guys, and it just didn't work. But
Didn't stick.
Didn't stick.
Hey, first edition warns: do not bid against Man Cave on Heritage.
Yeah, that's funny. Paul was actually bidding on that exact Superman paratrooper cover. It was only later that we were discussing it that we realized it. Yeah. It's yeah. Beta Ray Jim also, for some reason, and I don't bid on a huge amount of things on the YouTube auctions, but when I do, Beta Ray Jim's almost always in it, and I'm always bidding against him. So he's I just say he has good taste and sound judgment, you know. So obviously, great minds think alike.
What was really funny about that is, didn't he bitch about losing the auction to you?
He didn't really. He sort of complained, but then he said, "But you know," then he said I was nice, and it wasn't. You know, he was sport about it. I don't think he was really complaining. Going a little different here. It's my one Wonder Woman cover, and it's my one Bondage cover. But something about that cover that I've always found. And it's Wonder Woman when she lost her powers and wore the white outfit, sort of a early 70s, had a lot of feminist themes that she didn't need superpowers. She just needed to be an awesome woman. And it was made for some interesting comic, but it wasn't interesting enough to last because she ended up getting her superpowers back in a few issues after this. But you got to love this.
Very good.
And I always forget the Jeffrey Jones cover. I'm not too familiar with Jeffrey Jones, but I love that cover. You
He
familiar
did
with
that
that?
Wonder Woman cover where she was in the white dress on the chain.
He was a one-trick pony. Where's when we need him? Yeah, that's true. Unruly says when she lost her powers, everybody tied her up. Yeah, we call her Wonder Woman, huh?
Hey, I bet you she could still whoop my ass without powers.
Oh yeah.
Even without powers, she's still like warrior trained and all that shit. Like, I'm trained at drinking beer and I'm barely good at that.
Now here's my first Golden Age comic here, and I just love this. I love all the Spectre covers of Fun Comics.
Oh,
This is actually the last cover of Spectre. He had, I think, 14 covers, about something around there.
yeah, that's a real Fun Comics.
And look at, Spectre, bigger than life, just he's coming out of the bank. This is back when Spectre does high and mighty stuff, all supernatural and very deep world events. Back in the Golden Age, he just stopped bank robbers,
Yep. Spirit of Vengeance, solving bank robberies.
How would you like Spectre coming after you for robbing a bank? Talk about
that'd be such bullshit, dude. Hey, Mastodon, welcome. You are right. I would let her whoop my ass.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a choice. How can Kirby could fill 50 comics with just Kirby if I wanted to.
Oh, the Crackle cover.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of Crackle covers, but that's
the gray background with the beautiful colors. This is actually a CBCS, but what a great cover.
It's beautiful.
I mean, I don't have them, but like some of the Mr. Miracle covers, not the first one, but the one with the knives coming at him and those are great covers as well. I mean, just Kirby at his finest.
How many boxes you got left over there?
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 24 comics left, so we're a little
Oh,
more
we're
than half.
doing beautiful.
All right, so this is the OG artist. Don't have a lot with him, but he's actually credited for being the first artist and the inventor of Submariner in 1939. So
Oh,
Bill Everett. This is obviously one of his later ones from the 1950s, but this is an Atlas comic when Marvel Comics became Atlas. And Submariner still didn't mess around. You know, we got a Soviet scuba diver, and he's just yanking the hose out. You know, he's not messing around, man.
it's the first mutant right there.
Yep. And I just love. There's 10 of these for the Atlas, and I love all of them. Paul has a number of them too. He's a big fan, and we both love this particular run of the Atlas. And that's Bill Everett at his finest.
Hell yeah.
Now, in my competition where I did the 3 artists, I chose this as one of my artists. And that would be Mac Rayboy.
Yes.
Master Comics with Captain Marvel Jr. smashing a swastika.
Yeah, that used to be a swastika. Now it's just a bunch of
L's.
looking L's.
There's L's. And this is restored, but it only has a little bit of glue on the cover, on the spine. So it's, it's not a crazy color touch restored. Not that I wouldn't have got it then. Truth be told, I tried.
I'd take a restored for a high grade one like that. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Great Boy had just the way he drew faces and the forms was just great. I have one CC Beck, which is Captain Marvel, and this isn't his usual CC Beck. He's more cartoonish, but this is his one painted cover, Captain Marvel 17.
Oh,
You got the Zeros, the Japanese planes, and they're shooting bullets are just bouncing off him, and he's swooping down. So it's a painted cover. So usually it's just a standard cover, but I love it.
Oh, is Bake the Snake in here?
Is that right, Bake? Haven't seen him in ages.
Yeah, Bake is here.
Bake is in the house.
Confirmed sighting.
I need another sip of this fine beverage.
Oh, hold on.
Mm. Mm. Where's Varengian? I know he likes this. This isn't the best example of Barry Windsor Smith, but Conan chopping some frost giants.
It's got another square, man. I like that shit.
Yep. And I loved D&D. I had all the TSR modules, and this totally reminds me of that. And the Frank Frazetta, it's very reminiscent of the Frank Frazetta Conan versus the Frost Giants, but gotta love it. The colors, the red, the orange, I don't know what it is. You tell me.
Hey, you're the doctor, man. You might be colorblind.
Yeah. And Varengian is a big fan of Conan. I'm correct on that, right? Doesn't he? Or am I wrong on that?
We're gonna have to consult the chat on that one.
Maybe I'm wrong. I can't.
Man, I never played D&D, man. I keep hearing about it now because I know they play that on Sundays over on White Whale's channel.
Yeah, sometimes I watch that, but it's hard to watch people play D&D. It's sort of you got to play it, or but I and it's been a long time since I've actually played. I met some friends in Vegas about 20 years ago, and we all used to play D&D. And what did we do? We didn't gamble. We didn't go to hookers. We played D&D in Vegas. But it was a great time, man. It's a great time. Neil Adams
confirms that Valengian Vigilante is a huge Conan fan.
Now, this is one of the better Neil Adams horror covers. Witching Hour. I actually got the shout out to DS because I got this from him recently, and just the contrast of that purple skeleton spider and this dude into freaking out, and that's what Neil Adams is good at. Having people freak out.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think ETA also liked this cover. ETA Nick, one of his things to talk about. Now for creepy, Neil Adams is good with horror, but Bernie Wrightson.
JP Budget Collecting is in the house.
Bernie Wrightson. Talk about a nice Paeta cover,
Oh yeah.
Look at that creep. Look at his face.
Hey man, you can't judge him by his face, dude. That's fucked up.
Yeah, he's got a hot chick in his arm, so I guess I should.
Like the girl is obviously intoxicated. He's bringing her back to her dorm room. Creepy sound.
Oh man, you're gonna trigger somebody. Good. Yeah, it hasn't been a proper night without triggering somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my favorite Bernie Wrightson horror didn't do me well in comic gories, but
Magic Lasso. Woo!
I'll show the back.
Magic Lasso. Hold on. Magic Lasso needs to see my new Wonder Woman book. You settle down.
Oh
man.
yeah, show that.
Look at this Wonder Woman cover. Oh. All right. That is all Magic Lasso.
Magic Lasso, I'd be curious about your input on this era of Wonder Woman. You may have commented at some point. The Years Without Powers. I don't know what it says about me that's one of my favorite covers out of the Wonder Woman covers I could have picked. Try not to judge. Keeping on the dark side. This is actually the back cover. So, but this is my favorite Bernie Wrightson cover, hands down. I mean, this demon, the shadow, and the light, the play with light, and the fact that some fool tried to summon him and he's showing him who's boss. Just love it.
You can get CGC to flip that around for you.
Is that right?
I've had him do it.
I could just flip it around.
Oh, what am I doing here? Shit.
Keep it on the horror theme here.
Horror.
I don't even know if this, if DS were here, he could tell us. But just a very creepy 1952 pre-code.
Oh, it doesn't even say on the label.
It doesn't. Yeah, every once in a while they don't tell you the info for whatever reason. I could look it up. I'm too lazy. Look at that creepy dude and the lady.
That's just his face, man. Quit saying that shit.
I obviously judge people by their. I'm all about objectification, and all I can say is objectify me, please. Objectify me. Oh man. But look at that. Strange. Great cover.
Yeah, no, that dude's obviously creepy as fuck. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Gold key, one gold key example.
Gold key, baby.
Gold key. Phantom #1.
Oh.
Skull. What's there not to like about that? And like the Bernie Wrightson cover, got the virgin, almost virgin back cover.
JP, I'm sorry if you've been offended, man. You are correct. Man Cave is ugly shaming.
You're a handsome fellow, JP, so you're safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this looker.
Oh. Dave, you got to be in some good shape to wear that Phantom costume.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Those tights. Now, you wanted an Atomic Bomb cover. I had a few that I was thinking about, but this is my favorite, and that's World War III #1. the Capitol building going up, the mushroom cloud is in the trade dress there. Everybody's going up in flames, ready to go.
See, by the time now I got issue with this cover. By the time that mushroom cloud was that formed, everything around it would have already been incinerated.
No doubt.
I'm docking point.
Now you're going to get picky with realism in comics. Nothing else has bothered you yet?
Nothing else is bothering me. You've ugly shaming people, and you're inaccurate nuclear
I
bomb.
love that ugly shave, or a little unrealistic mushroom cloud.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Like, I love nuclear war scenes in movies, but I'm telling you, I have a reoccurring nightmare about nuclear war all the time, and I had a real bitch of a one last night, and it was like different than all the other. Like, I'm opening up a vein on this one, but holy shit, I had a nuclear war dream last night. It was not good, and that's all I want to say about that.
Yeah, it would suck, no doubt. I try to worry about things I can control,
Oh, and that's the thing. I don't even worry about it. Like, I don't spend time worrying about it. But it happens in my nightmares, and like what can I do about that?
Yeah, just say, okay, mushroom cloud, take me away.
Yeah.
This is one more battle. It's Battlefront, a Dick Ayers cover.
Hey, I have an announcement to make, Man Cave. I need to urinate, and there's no bathroom where I'm at. So you're showing covers. I'm leaving the room for.
You got it, my man.
All right.
So love this. Action scenes are great, but sometimes it's the aftermath of action tells a whole lot of the story, and this is a prime example of that. And the rain and just a DS has a similar comic where there's a metal detector in the snow and it's sort of impending action, whereas this is the aftermath, and pretty brutal stuff. Well articulated. Let me take a look at the chat here. We got Bake, Unruly, and Kavi. Good to see you all. Thanks for coming out. Hope you're all having a beer or some kind of seltzer water or whatever for you, Unruly. I'll keep going. What he doesn't see, well, too bad on him. Now, I can't have this without some Wally Wood. Am I right? Wally Wood was a genius. And this isn't the Wally, most people think of female form covers or his sci-fi stuff, but he actually had a nice run with Daredevil. And Daredevil #7 here. This is actually one of my favorite stories in comics too. And Daredevil versus my boy Submariner. Needless to say, Daredevil puts up a pretty good fight considering how outmatched he is. But you gotta love this cover. First red suit, so it is sort of a key, this one. And big fan.
Beautiful.
You saw that?
Yes.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that one. Wally Wood. Stan Lee story. He wrote a pretty good story.
We got a development here. Mastodon said, "Ho, JP." Aaron immediately stood up for him and said, "JP is not a hoe. Take that."
You just have to have the right price for JP. He will shave at some point. Everybody's a hoe. You just got to find the right price.
Everyone. You heard it here.
Now, this is probably my most difficult to obtain comic, and it's a Schoenberg cover. So,
Comic Mag Musings, hello.
Hey, Comic Mag Musings. What's up, my brother? So this is Schoenberg, not the usual timely Schoenberg, but a very tough comic to get. This is Speed Comics. 31, and it has Hitler and Hirohito in the cover.
Ooh.
And it is I feel blessed to have gotten this because certainly it can be pricey.
Everyone has a price.
Everyone has a price.
We're taking bids on this one right now, guys. It starts at $12,000.
This next one, I know you're going to really like, T-Run.
Oh, it's Scarlet Spider, I can tell.
Well, it's that other hero you really like, I believe. You tell me if I'm wrong.
I love me some Superman.
Action Comics 76. Action scene. It's a war comic. A lot of Superman had war comics. I showed this with Kavi when we were showing Golden Age, but it's always worth showing this one again. Love that cover. And I think those guys got away with, they could have gotten a lot worse from him than that. So,
Oh, yeah.
he's not like Submariner. He's sort of nice. Submariner, you don't mess around.
I've got Action Comics 71. That's my oldest book.
Have you ever read any of the old Batman? Batman didn't get much care either, man. Knocking someone out of the window, they fly. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, no, breaking necks and hanging people from the.
Yeah.
I've read those.
They didn't necessarily live through the experience. The original Batman wasn't all about that.
Oh, the boy who had 7. Welcome.
What's up, bud? Oh, and by the way, Matt, White Pages.
Oh,
It's 5.5 Action Comics. It's a White Pages.
Matt would accept that for Golden Age. 5.5 White Pages is acceptable.
This one he probably wouldn't, but I love this cover. This is actually one of my favorite Fantastic Four covers. Fantastic Four #2, before they had costumes, the yellow, the trade dress, the #2 right in the middle.
2.
It's the first appearance of the Skrulls. You got the Thing here. I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite Fantastic Four covers for
It's
sure.
another key issue out of this list.
That's true. I guess it is a key.
Oh yeah, first scrolls. That's a key.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. Kirby, like I said, you could fill a whole box.
Hold on. So you have the first Scrolls book, and instead of hey, I've got first Scrolls, you're like, I like the color yellow.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy. It's like, oh yeah, it's a key. That's fine. This is my other Fantastic Four comic that I love the cover of. It's number 26, and they're all fighting Hulk here. And Hulk's on the top here, messing with everybody. You got the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. This is a second part. The 25 is also a very well-known cover with Thing and Hulk fighting in the front. It was actually their second meeting, but I love this cover. Just as I said, I liked a lot of superhero swarming. Seemed to hit me in something in the endorphin center for some reason. I don't know. Maybe psychotherapy is needed to analyze that one. I don't know. Or just a beer.
Oh, beer time.
I don't usually drink on Tuesday, but every man has his price. And basically, D-Runk said, go get a beer. And I said, okay, yes, sir. That's how difficult it was to get me to drink a beer on a Tuesday.
Oh, speaking
Here's
of.
that other Shiva we were talking about.
Oh,
I mean, how can you not love that? This is officially a Bronze Age comic, just out of the silver. So 112. I couldn't remember 112 or 114 for some reason. But what can you say? Can't complain. All right, the next two you're also going to like, D-Runk. And you've seen them before, but I have to. How can you not love Superman #14? Patriotic, evil cover. You can even see the tanks very, very faintly
Oh,
etched in there. You have to look carefully.
guys, that's what we're tuning in for, is this type of shit right here. Wow.
Yeah, this is certainly got this early on when I started collecting Golden Age. And the guy I got it from bought it from someone in Egypt, of all places. What the hell they're doing with this comic in Egypt? But
Well, we brought it home to America.
brought it home to the States. And I posted this on Instagram recently. I gave it to the Biggie Shack. It is my
Viridian
favorite.
Vigilante, welcome, my friend.
Viridian Vigilante, yes.
I
we were
did
talking
show
about it.
everyone real quick recap of the books that I got. We have new people in here. I ordered this from asked Viridian to buy it for me, or he offered to buy it for me.
All
And-
the world is waiting for you and the powers you possess. Inner satin tights, fighting for your rights.
And then to make sure that the book made it okay, he surrounded it with a couple of other overseas variants. And then this one, which was a total shock.
Die Spinne.
Yeah.
Der Spider.
So,
Beautiful.
Man Cave.
Man, Linda Carter was my first crush, I think, man. I was probably 6 years old when that series was going. Loved it.
Mine was Vanna White.
Vanna White was a little later. Gotta love her too, no doubt.
I'd still tear that up.
Oh, yeah. So, as I said, my favorite Superman cover.
Oh,
Superman, pissed off, swimming, two Nazis looking through a periscope going, we're in trouble. We don't like this.
yeah, no, their time is numbered.
Yep. Burnley cover. Just, Little G, my boy, said, just give that one to Biggie. And I was like, okay. And then I really was sad to see it go. So I basically did what I could to get it back. And here it is.
I called you
Yeah.
on it. I was like, man, you hated having given that one up. Like,
I
it
hate
was-
giving any comic up, man. I'm greedy. I hate giving up comics, but it's part of my discipline. I got to do it. Got to give them away. Got to be nice.
It's a good discipline, man.
That's right. A beer helps. You know, then you're like, oh, I love you. Here, have a comic. And you're like, what did I do?
Oh, my favorite cover. Fuck it.
Now, arbitrarily, I called the next five my favorite five.
Oh, we're in the bottom five?
Tomorrow or the next day, that'll change.
All right. Guys, I told Man Cave this earlier. He says arbitrarily, fuck that. This is his definitive list.
That
Yes,
is my
we'll do
definitive.
it forever.
Yep. Yep. And let's see, what order am I going to put them in?
Mark Knapp, Steve Whiting, hello, welcome.
All right. So I got to start with this. I just love this red cover. Love the Tommy gun. My mother loved this. She was a huge fan of this comic for whatever reason. Not a typical girl comic. Black Hawk.
Oh,
This is from 1948, Black Hawk number 19. They did a redo of this later, but this is the original cover. Red with the Tommy gun. It's a Reed Crandall, and I just love this.
oh.
I think it's red. If you tell me it's orange, I'm gonna be depressed.
It's so red. Great job.
It's so red. Even I know it's red, so I gotta love it. So yeah, this would be one of my favorite. I just love it, and can't go wrong. Next, Mary Severin cover. I think Lucha Libre might have shown this recently. I'm not 100% sure, but I love this cover.
Oh, yeah.
And Silver Surfer with the Hulk holding on to his arm.
Is there a keynote on that?
Yeah, it's first full Silver Surfer appearance outside of the Fantastic Four, Hulk versus Silver Surfer,
All right,
Mary Summer, Frank Giacomo cover.
I thought it was the first surfer out of Fantastic Four. Very cool.
Right. The full Silver Surfer. I think Fantastic Four annual number 5, Kavi's in here. I know he has like 10 copies of that. Is the first story of Silver Surfer outside of Fantastic Four. Oh no, wait a second. It's the first solo Silver Surfer, but it's in Fantastic Four. So
Okay.
this is the first one outside of Fantastic Four. Yeah, screwed that up. But that's all right. I do that. Next, there's been a missing thing from my theme here.
Oh,
Because anybody who knows me knows I started off YouTube with this particular theme. And I love my Turok Son of Stone. And I decided just to choose one. I love my dinosaur covers. But there's something about this Turok and Nandar, just in the, with the volcano in the distance, the dinosaurs. I gave a lower grade version of this to Biggie as well. But this is one of my favorite for sure.
how old is that?
1956.
And it's a 9.2. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's like a modern 10.5.
Probably, yeah. They grade them a little less stringent, but
Yeah.
and yeah, that I could have. There were like 5 other ones. The one I sent, Unruly Simeon, where he's underwater fighting the Plasius. That one's one of my favorites too. Unruly Wood. This one I also sent. I sent a raw version of to Biggie. Biggie gets a lot of stuff from me, doesn't he? Huh?
Yeah, he does. Biggie's living a good life right now.
I've sent him a lot of the ones I really love. I didn't even realize that until I put this together. I said, wow. But if I had, one of my favorite Kirby covers, I don't know why, but I just love this Thor cover, man. You got a little Thor here, huge giant teeing up on him. Thor is going to come out the winner, but
Oh yeah.
it's just Kirby at his finest.
I like that everything has been slabbed so far.
I said I didn't, we talked about that John Byrne cover that we both really love of Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. I have that raw. I just didn't go through. My raws are put away. It's easier to go through slabs than raw comics. Raw comics, you really have to. And my top one.
Hey, Biggie Shaq is here.
Oh yeah.
Biggie Shaq, what up, brother?
Oh yeah. Where's his usual icon there? He's been having internet issues, so maybe. Now, I chose a Kirby cover, but this is an old Kirby cover, and it is one of the very first Stan Lee stories ever. So this is a big book. This will be Young Allies #1 from 1941. It's a Hitler cover too. So Bucky punching Red Skull into Hitler.
Shit.
I showed this on The Hunt a while back, and I just have to show it again. But Jack Kirby now it's Jack Kirby and Sid Shore's cover. Usually he's with Simon, but in this case he was with Sid Shore.
Wow. What is there a keynote on that one?
Yeah, so origin and first appearance of the Young Allies, Red Skull and Hitler cover and story, Captain America meets the Human Torch, Stan Lee story, Charles Nichols art, Jack Kirby and Sid Shore's cover. And in Golden Age comics, anytime Hitler's on the cover, it makes it a lot more. It's like Joker on the cover for Batman. Hitler's always making it harder to get, to say the least.
Damn.
And Red Skull's pretty tough too, because there are a few Skull covers. They're not, probably 6 or 7. And so there you go. My top 53.
Cheers for that.
Cheers about that. Thanks for having me on, and it was a blast, my man.
Well, here's the deal. I was looking forward to seeing your top 5 favorite covers. When you said 53, I thought you were fucking with me. But when you told me you weren't, I wasn't even mad. I was like, okay, I'll just get to see more amazing books, which is really, really cool. I appreciate you for coming on here. This does enter Man Cave into my contest, so he's in the contest. So congratulations on that. And yeah, man, real quick, click on my channel. I do have a playlist with all the videos that have been done for my contest. We're over 40 right now, which I'm really surprised. A lot of entries. And it's been fun to watch them all. And everyone is super mad at me while they're making the video because they're like, oh, why do I got to pick between only 5? Like, I don't like, I maybe I should have said this earlier. I don't care how many you pick as long as there's at least 5.
Now, a lot of people did at least have 5 runner-ups too.
Yeah.
I chose the extreme version. I said, I'm just going to pick a number of my favorite covers as I go through all these boxes and put them out here. And, I really was like, as I said, just trying not to just pick keys, but pick covers I just really loved. And
it's about the covers. This is the favorite covers. Like sometimes you can blur the line and like a cover more because you really like the book.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Truly, that Daredevil versus Submariner, I probably was dishonest because although the cover's great, Wallywood's great, I just love that story so much too. It does. You can't be completely unbiased on this one,
I appreciate your honesty, but that does disqualify you from my contest completely. The last hour and 16 minutes of your life has been a waste.
Not at all, man. Not at all, baby. There's nothing. Yeah. Who needs it? I'll gift tag it to somebody. Tell me.
Oh yeah. Hey, real quick here, guys. My contest.
I'm gonna have a separate contest to say I'll gift tag D-Rugs winnings if I win it. If you do X, Y, and Z, we'll have like a tertiary contest for my spot.
That would be brutal. Hey, Gray Matter Hulk, thanks for joining us here. I appreciate you for popping in. You may have been in sooner, but I didn't see you. I was staring at Man Cave's books the entire time. So real quick, guys, the contest to win my Secret Wars 8 9.6 newsstand white pages. The contest ends on this Saturday, the 29th, and we're going to draw the winner on the 30th. So if you want to get your entry in, once I'm done with this stream here, I'll put a link to the contest video and all that. I've got that at 9.82. I got that from you. Get that from First Edition as well?
I did.
Yeah, I think he had a whole stack of them.
I love it. I love the fact that you have Maestro and the more modern guys.
Hold on, I want a full screen. I love that book.
Yeah. You got all the people, Deadpool there. Captain America with his original shield that was literally only in Cap 1 and Invaders and Avengers 74, I think was the only.
Is that Punisher laying on the floor all messed up?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful, man. Agreed. Good stuff.
But guys, that's what we have. Taylor Winder, thank you for joining us. Taylor, he entered my contest earlier today too. Guys, usually watching an hour-long replay of a live show can be a little tough to do, especially when there's technical difficulties right in the middle of it. But I would challenge you to watch it at least, like, you can hit you can watch it in like 2x speed.
Right. Just check out the cover.
Guys. You see some really, really hot covers. Man Cave, I appreciate you for pulling all those out.
Please, man. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Unbag them all because of the glare. Like, Kavi,
I'll be cursing your name later, but right now it's all love. I've had a beer.
Right now it's all love and beer, baby.
Later on, the Piper will be paid. Is it the Piper? Who will be paid? Someone will be paid.
Right on, man. Hey, guys, we're gonna end it here. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to Man Cave Comics. I'll get his channel linked below as well. And I don't know, man. I'm just trying to let y'all know that I am too legit to quit.
You is, my man. Take care, boys.
Take care. Do it.
Later.
End broadcast. Fuck. End it.
We're an eternal broadcast. There's no
Dude,
stop.
I'm clicking end broadcast and it's not letting me. Everyone go away. The show's over. Fuck off.
Leave. Be gone, foul spirits.
Dude, having trouble connecting, please check your internet. Well, then why are we still on?
I can say that Lucha Libre sent me his giant-sized man thing.
You could say that. But one
You don't
might
get to say that every day. Thank you, Hialeah, for sending me your giant-sized man thing.
This is bullshit. It won't let me end.
If Unruly hasn't gone to sleep yet, I got his Akira. I got this from him on auction. Good modern comic. When in doubt, show more comics.
Keep showing books, man. We're trying to end this shit.
Here's my very politically correct Little Lulu comic that I showed on Instagram.
Hey, you're live until I get this figured out.
Little Lulu and Tubby coming out of the tunnel of love. Little Lulu got up on Tubby, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't having it. So she's sporting a shiner now. That's true feminism right there, man. Boom. Whoops. As I spill beer on my Spy Smasher Mount Rushmore cover. How can you complain about Mount Rushmore cover?
I'm taking a picture of this shit. It will not let me end the fucking broadcast. This is unreal.
You're just gonna have to throw your computer in the bathtub.
Dude, I'm just gonna pee on it.
There you go.
That'll fix it.
Son of Satan. Satan, be gone from this machine.
Yeah, get out of here, devil.
You've been possessed. Oh. More Satana, the devil's daughter. Mm-hmm. Now we can hang out a little more. Look at her. She's got the chains. She's breaking them chains.
Oh, she's into it.
Yep, no doubt. Liberty Legion, a more modern take on old-time comic heroes with Miss America, the Wizard, Bucky. Oh, man. Forget all their names.
All right, I'm backing out of the broadcast, and we'll see what happens.
And now the Thing transforms. D-Rug transforms into the Thing and smashes his computer. We're still on? Silver Surfer looking pissed. Shalabal. Wouldn't give none. Are we still on? We're off.
No, we're on, oh, baby. This is bullshit. All right, but now I think I got it. Guys, I appreciate you for coming. Please do your best to remember that I am unable to quit, as I am currently.
He really is too legit to quit, man.
I'm too legit to fucking quit this broadcast.
He said it, and that's it, baby.